Hi, good afternoon. My name is Jorge Hernandez Ballesteros, and today I will be talking about my evidence one, which consists about is the global value chain analysis of the Christmas ornaments case. This is a table of content. We're going to be talking about the mapping of the global value chain, the places involved, the leading multinational companies, and the communication of all MC teams. First topic is the mapping of the global value chain. First of all, what are these Christmas ornaments and decorations made, and who makes them? Well, this is a large industry that goes all the way into this 80s and 90s, which was mainly, first of all, in Hong Kong and Taiwan was there all the Christmas ornaments made. But now, by 2019, 84% of the world's holiday decoration products were made in China, and roughly an 80% of this total, 60% of the global production, made in around the city of Yiwu, which is the city of this case. As I told you, they are mainly made, the products from this case are made in dimly lit in a factory office outside of Yiwu, China, called Hongguang Christmas Products. Which are the activities involved in the global value chain? Well, the first one, we will begin with the lead firm. Um, Normally, well, the lead firm, which in this case is Walmart, will be determining based on its previous years the sales and which ornaments to order and what quantities. Also, they will place an order for one or more types of ornaments will be placed with an international trade company that specializes on sourcing production from small manufacturers in China. Then, the trade company will search through the thousands of available wholesale vendors of holiday items, deciding in this instance to go with Muyang, which we can see on the screen, Christmas products, a wholesale vendor of decoration based in the Yiwu light commodities market that we discussed above as well. Also, then to reach the lead buyers' shelves, the process reverses and goes the sourcing agent or media enriches for sufficient sea containers to be trucked to either Muyang's warehouse or containers port where a Panamax scale container ship operator will be waiting for it in order for them to lift it and load it, and then will be distributed into all the stores. That's why we can see that image on the screen explaining everything as well. Now, the actors involved are pretty important because the multinational aid firm, as we know, it's Walmart. Then the sourcing agents, we can see is also another actor involved. Also the wholesalers, the contract manufacturers, and the ones in charge of the shipping and the logistics. These are the five actors involved in this case. Now we're gonna talk about the places involved. Why in China? I mean, why they're producing it in China and not in any other place? Well, as we know, there are some major reasons accounting for China comparative advantage in general and that of the region around Jiwu in particular, which is the one in this case. Some strengths that we notice is the advantage labor cost because, as we know, China's large population made labor playfully cheap. So the low labor cost incentivized many foreign buyers to choose vendors and manufacturers in China instead of in any other places. Also, the advantage in material costs as well. There's a cheap material cost defined in China, so that's also an advantage. And also the co-locations of manufacturers. I mean, having final producer suppliers is to as close as it can. It obviously reduces the shipping times and the cost as well. The shorter the distance also reduces the cost necessary when moving inputs or intermediate products from the factory to warehouse or to the factory as well. Some weaknesses that we notice in China could be the COVID-19 regulation that they implement and and the risk of having another situation where they can delay everything due to COVID-19 or any other topic, as well as the Chinese labor is now a little more expensive than the labor in South America and Southern Asia, for example. So it can be a trend that we'll need to have in mind for future decisions. And how can a small company compete with a large scale manufacturer? Well, they definitely need to be focusing on their unique advantages or leveraging them to differentiate themselves from their large competitors by targeting niche markets, offering personalized services, which is a trend that we're going to talk about it later, and also build a strong brand, leveraging technology and partnering with other local companies. Small companies can successfully compete with larger manufacturers if they implement these type of situations. Now, topic three, the leading multinational companies. Why Walmart doesn't own their own supply chain? I mean, While we know larger multinational leading companies may implement this type of strategy, an option that has less risks is to outsource certain aspects of the supply chain, depending on the company, to specialized companies to reduce the costs, increase flexibility, and mitigate risks associated with running all aspects of the supply chain. Now, let's talk about the why subcontract to small companies. Well, first of all, there are four main reasons. Because of cost savings, that we know offshore subcontractors may offer lower labor cost compared to local labor, allowing the company to save money. Also, access to specialized skills uh, that they provide access to specialized skills that may not be readily available in the company's local area. This can help the company complete specific tasks or projects that require specialized expertise. Also, the increased flexibility in the geographic expansion and time zone differences is also an advantage for companies that need to provide 24/7 support. So offshore subcontractors in different time zones may provide round the clock service and be ready for every time at a 24-hour span. Also, which risks are visible in this case? Well, we were able to notice some risks. The surge of demand in consumer goods in early 2021, in this case as the Christmas in March, of ordering the products earlier in the year to be ready for the Christmas time. But as we know, they put a significant strain on global value chains and create risks such as supply chain disruption could be a risk that we managed to that I managed to notice in this case. Also, the capacity constraints, logistic challenges, price volatility, and sustainability challenges. But what should Walmart do? Will Walmart force to move off to contractors? Should Walmart be placing orders in January? Or could Walmart build its own factory? Well, as we know, after 3 years of like back-to-back locks, components, and product shortages in the context of booming consumer economy, Walmart can implement the strategy of ordering or placing their orders back in January in order to be ready for the situation of the products arriving or having delay, but to be ready for September, October when they release the products. Also, Walmart could be only its own factory, yes, but one of the great advantages of not having to build your own factory is that Walmart is also free to select among them. They can select whichever they want and also put them into a price competition. Also, they can abandon the factory at any time and they will not have to pay the cost of maintaining manufacturing workforce can also be avoided, as I told you. And now the communication and multicultural teams. Changes in the consumption pattern of the US consumers that I noticed was they want more personalized and unique products, and they also want eco-friendly ornaments. So this is a trend that is happening right now, not only in America or the United States, but all in North America and Latin America. And they also want more eco-friendly ornaments or products as well, so they can be reused and recycled. And also some changes that we observe on the Latin American countries, as well as the sustainability and personalization trend. They also trend to go with the traditional versus modern. They prefer to go with the traditional ornaments. And they also are always looking for affordable prices. They're always looking for the cheapest version, but not the cheapest version that it's ruining the sustainability or the eco-friendly of the planet. And they also tend to buy online shopping. But this is a trend that has been implemented and increasing since the pandemic. So this can be a trend that we can see forward for the next few years. So these are some of the trends that Walmart can follow and use for them in strategies to mitigate these type of situations. Thank you.